I've been waiting for you. I got my feelings up and it's just for you. I just need a little bit of time to breathe in and out. I just need a little bit of time to ease up my mind. All for you. Situation got me running like I'm losing my mind. All for you. I feel with every little step I take I'm crossing your line. All for you. I'm all for you, all for you. Yeah, I'm all for you, all for you. Situation got me running like I'm losing my mind. All for you. I feel with every little step I take I'm crossing your line. All for you. I'm all for you, all for you. Yeah, I'm all for you, all for you.
This cold heart of mine, she really took a beating before you. You stuck through blizzards, winter nights with you. Now I'm blooming just for you, for you. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. For you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is NECC Marvel Rivals. I'm joined here tonight by my co-host, Diatonic.
Hey.
No, I was doing the right side, wasn't I? Oh, well.
No, you got it. No, you're good.
Whatever. All right. This is NECC Marvel Rivals. We're against the Dallas Comets tonight, as I've heard. And this is the big game. This is for all the marbles, so to speak. We win this one, and we qualify for playoffs. Do you have anything to add, Diatonic?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's huge. And Indiana Tech, big moves in the collegiate rivals space, not just in NECC, but over in the collegiate rivals series as well. They're 4-0 over their first seed. So big stuff for this team. I expect a lot out of this match. But yeah, it's a lot of tension, I'm sure, in the room as they're getting ready to fight for that playoff lock-in.
I can imagine. We're going to go to the game now.
I'm really more of a classic rock kind of guy, but hey.
Oh, dang. All right, we're moving. Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Straight into the action.
Cool. I don't know about picks and bans, but it does look like this is a best of 5 tonight. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on here, so.
We're going to see some portal shenanigans from P. Dougie, the usual. Let's see if the Dallas Comets fall for it. The UTD.
Yeah, and Hell's Heaven up first, Domination up first. Pretty common, I think, for competitive sets. But yeah, through the portal, Indiana Tech goes. P. Dougie on the move already, and company right behind him here. They jump through, and they'll get the first blood out of it, too. So excellent start there for Indiana Tech right through the portal. And, just snag a KO or two before the point's even active. Why not? Yeah. And take the point for yourself, too. So big lead here starting off for Indiana Tech.
Beautiful big display of dominance right out the gate. Just showing them that they mean business. They're here to fight.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, everything on the line tonight, trying to advance to the playoffs if they can win this one. So looking for the quickest day at the office we can get here. But on the move, right there on that Emma Frost, moving up, taking that front line there, soaking up some damage while UTD recovering still just a little bit, caught on the back foot, and already Indiana Tech 20% and climbing here. So not a bad start for Hell's Heaven. Looks like they got quite a few comfort picks out of this one. Kerbo back on the Jeff there. P. Dougie, of course, on the Doctor Strange. Twist on Luna for now. Jonga got Mantis out of the ban phase, so definitely a big win in the draft phase for them too, and it's already paying off here.
Yeah, this is very nearly a spawn lock here. They're doing very well to keep them pushed back.
Yeah, staying super aggressive here. They've got the ult economy advantage too, so taking full advantage of that. Psionic Seduction coming out from Raimi now to try and get control of the UTD squad here to just pick up some free KOs here and there. So one all down for Indiana Tech, but Sorapor as well. Gonna have that Galactic Legend online too, so looking like a 5 ult fight here. They may not even need him though. They're left clicking UTD back to the spawn room here. Plenty of KOs and not a lot of ults needed to grab him here. It's gonna be a pretty intense fight though. UTD is gonna come back with probably 6 ultimates here once that Meteor M finishes charging. So big opportunity for UTD to try and come back. But P. Dougie over the wall with the Eye of Agamotto does find 2. That's going to spawn a whole host of ultimates from UTD here. Overhead with the Meteor M on the ground of the Fate of both worlds. I mean, everyone moving here. And now UTD taking a little of ground back here, but Indiana Tech going to get at least 90% capture progress out of this.
It's all hands on deck for UTD as they are just trying to touch this point, just trying to get at any percent that they can, and it looks like that they will here.
Yeah, 98% caps. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 98% cap, though. Great start there. One team fight is all it's going to take for Indiana Tech to close out point number 1 here. Does look like this is a best of 5, so plenty of action to come in this series. But already right out the gate, though, numbers coming up for Indiana Tech. I did hear the Mantis ult come out from Jonga, but the stun coming out from the side of UTD. Going to cancel that, knock him back down to 50% charge. So going to be a little bit before that Mantis ult is ready to go here. So they're going to have to play through a couple ults here. Insong Inferno crashes down onto Indiana Tech, sending half the team back to the spawn room, but they've got a couple ults. They're going to come out the gate probably pretty aggressive here, considering UTD has basically emptied the coffers here.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but I absolutely concur with you. Indiana Tech is very strong in the ult economy here, and UTD is very weak. I guarantee you that they will be playing very aggressively, trying to just get that last team fight that they need to get that last little 5% on the point. And here we go. Grimy with
Yeah,
a
I mean,
psionic
looking-
seduction here. Pushing into their back line, onto their squishies.
Yeah, looking to just try and get the ball rolling here. They do find that one pick that they need to know. Jargon, the Mantis will take them down there. And they fall like dominoes. UTD back to the spawn room for the most part here. Overhead, Shorapur on the Galactic Legend does find the picks there. They find the flip, and that will be point number 1 here. No overtime needed. Indiana Tech in the lead on Hell's Heaven.
No overtime needed. Beautiful teamwork from the Warriors there. That was amazing. It's over in an instant. It's over in an instant. Blink and you'll miss it, folks.
Yeah, something that Indiana Tech is great at. I've seen them several times in action now. They always have follow-ups. You almost never see this team fire off an ult with no plan in place. A lot of the time, you know, at this level of competition, you'll see sometimes teams will throw down an ultimate, you know, throw down a Meteor M with nothing to follow it up, or an Insong Inferno with just no damage on the board. But Indiana Tech, they've got plans. They wait for the ults to charge. You know, they're doing a very good job of staggering those activations out. So, yeah, again, this team, a lot of chemistry between them for sure.
Precisely, yeah. And beautiful in last round, sort of an ask and you shall receive moment. I called. This is almost a team, almost a spawn hold, and then we actually got to see a spawn hold. That was awesome. Didn't get to call it out when it happened. Just wanted to, just a little shout out while we got the time there. That was awesome.
Yeah, taking the fight to UTD's front door, 100%. And I think we're going to be seeing much of the same here. Sorapur over onto Dr. Strange now. A couple swaps there, P. Dougie on the Magneto, as you saw at the end of that last point here. Through the portal yet again, though. Here we go. Plenty of damage coming out here, trying to find another early pick and an early first capture for Indiana Tech. Not as devastating this time. They were a little bit more prepared for it. You know, when you repeat this play again, you hope that the other team is at least prepared. But P. Dougie overhead, Meteor M ready to go, looking for a target, does find its mark, just not a lot of value out of that one quite yet. Fate of Both Worlds coming out now from Twist as well, just trying to commit to this first fight here and play through the last couple ultimates that UTD have on deck.
A lot happening on screen here.
Yeah, very hectic fight. A lot on the line tonight, too, so no surprise that it's all coming out here. UTD grabbing the first cap on this one, though. Indiana Tech going to have to take some time to refresh there. Raimi does throw down that psionic seduction, but taken down. P. Dougie's going to find at least one pick out of it, so 2 for 1. Didn't lose a ton of value on that one, but definitely going to need to take a step back, take a breather here, get some ultimates going, because now UTD, they do have the point, but they don't have a lot to defend with. That's going to be the only ult they have, that psionic seduction, coming out very early here.
Big Mantis ult coming out from Jonga here, trying to hold on to this point. We're trying to take this point back, excuse me.
Yeah, and very close to it too here, just trying to keep the fight on that point there to maintain that progress. Sorapur does have Aya Agamotto online ready to go, and P. Dougie's gonna have another Meteor M ready, so pretty quick charge on that one for sure. Not a lot of other ultimates on the back burner for Indiana Tech, but may not need him here. Drago and Rimey finding a 2K on the Emma Frost. Now almost all of UTD back to the spawn room, so big opportunity here. I don't think they'll quite catch up to 35% that UTD made on that first cap, but gonna get very close here off of that one team fight.
I think they might. They're coming here and trying to threaten for another spawn hold. You might see that 35%, that coveted 35%.
Yeah, they are using kind of an interesting comp. I kind of just noticed this, but Indiana Tech running 3 Vanguards and 3 Strategists. You usually see that on Convoy, but they're trying to make it work here, and the UTD is trying to break through this wall that Indiana Tech has put in their way. Galactic Legend coming out from UTD, but not a ton of value off that Twist on the ground with that dance floor as well. So plenty of sustain just to try and stall out and get this point back, and yes, they do retake for Indiana Tech. Wow, Sorapur on the move here too on the Doctor Strange, melee in the half of UTD to death there. Back to the spawn room they go. Rimey on cleanup as well. UTD gonna come back with, I believe, 4, maybe 5 ultimates here. Indiana Tech holding on to 3, but it's a nice combination of Jeff ult, the Psionic Seduction, and the Mantis ult as well. So not a bad combo, but a lot of damage potential for UTD. Indiana Tech gonna have to play through quite a bit here.
Here we go with a Psionic Seduction from Rimey. Not a lot of value from that ult. Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any turns. They're able to at least draw out a couple of ultimates from UTD there. That's their Psionic Seduction coming out underneath the Mantis ult from Indiana Tech. So no flips there for UTD. Indiana Tech still in control here and just past 90% now. So now threatening to close this out 2-0 here, but they're going to need to find some picks to do it. Going to be difficult to do that under the Mantis ult, but they do have an Eye of Agamotto. They've got an It's Jeff. They've got a Fate of Both Worlds. So plenty of tools to try and close out here what may be the last fight.
I think that was. I think the play here was trying to hold UTD in that choke as long as physically possible. I think that's why we saw some ults go out there, and now we're into the what could be the final team fight for the point.
Yeah, very likely. It's definitely a tug of war, more so on this point than the last one there. Another flip back to UTD here. Indiana Tech going to have to take a breath here for just a second and regroup a little bit, but UTD is on the move here. Wolverine on the back line, looking for Riley there, does find him, knocks him off the edge there. Canadian Insight, look out for Wolverine here, taking Riley off the ledge of the map.
You hate to see it. And I was just about to compliment that Wolverine skin. I was just about to say that's one of my favorite Wolverine skins, and then he does that to my Rhyme. Horrific.
Now you can't. I gotta take it back.
I gotta take it back.
Not that great of a skin anymore.
My least favorite Wolverine skin in the entire game.
Yeah, well, UTD back in control here, finding a couple of KOs, but Indiana Tech battling back here 2 for 2, so trying to get some value here. Riley digging deep for that value against UTD. Out of ultimates, though, running out of bodies as well here. P. Dougie does have the Meteor M online ready to go, as we may be looking at a 99.99 here on point number 2. It does look like Indiana Tech may have some ult economy advantage if they last that long.
Here we go. Here we go. Parker for the Magneto ult. That's awesome.
Ooh, I do think he got blocked by the Angela doing her job and knocked off the ledge. P. Dougie back to the spawn room, falling into the lava. Heaven falling down now from UTD as well. Finding the members of Indiana Tech, sending them back to spawn here and just getting some more free real estate there. Kerbo takes 2 off the ledge on the Jeff ultimate, though not giving up on the cusp of overtime here as Indiana Tech trying to buy some time here. P. Dougie swaps over to the Angela for the quick return to the point, but it may just not be fast enough here. No, taken by UTD. We are going to point number 3.
She almost touched there. That was, that's heartbreaking. and to watch, 2 of my goats dumped off of the map into kill boxes like that. Just horrific. Just absolutely heartbreaking to watch. I really have no other words for it. Wow.
Yeah, always
wasn't fun.
Always a fair bit of environmental hazard play on a map like this. So plenty of cliff drops for both sides, really.
Before you attack, get ready.
I did enjoy that Jeff ult from Kerbo. I hate when it happens to us, love when it happens to them. Go on. Sorry.
True. No. Great execution. Kerbo always picking up a multi KO off of almost every Jeff ult I see them pop. Gonna be a little bit tough here. This should be a pretty aggressive fight off the bat here for point number 3. Indiana Tech's got 1 ult, UTD's got 2, but Indiana Tech will have 2 more ults waiting in the wings and potentially the Star-Lord ult from Sorapur as well. So, this could go either way. It's gonna be a coin toss depending on who grabs that first pick here.
So Report lying in wait, waiting for his chance to strike. Love to see it. Sorry, C Report. I've learned the
C Report, yes.
The correct way to pronounce it. It's C Report. I believe it's Finnish.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
Production manager. Lovely.
Perfect. Okay.
Finish.
Let's see. Yeah, Psionic Seduction from Rimey here. They do find 2 picks, so Indiana Tech going to take the lead and grab that first cap off that fight as well. Rimey with the 2-piece here. Double KO there for the Emma Frost. Truck another couple KOs up, and then yet even more here. All the members of Indiana Tech finding some KOs here and still holding on to 3 ultimates. They did that all with just 1 Psionic Seduction from Rimey. So plenty of damage coming out from the side of Indiana Tech. Now in control. Going to be hard for UTD to battle back, but I imagine they're going to get pretty aggressive here.
That's the thing I love about watching the Warriors is that whenever you see we're going to see a big ult from Searport here. Norwegian. Sorry, it's not Finnish, it's Norwegian.
Oh, Norwegian. Oh, okay.
Sorry. But that's the thing I love about watching Indiana Tech play, is that whenever you get to see big multi-kills like that, it's never just one person, unless it's C Report playing Moon Knight and the moon is haunting. It's always a big team effort. It's great to watch. I love watching them work as one unit. It's beautiful. Big Jeff ult coming from Kerbo here. You love to see it. 2-1 off the map.
Yeah, and the Luna, too. I mean, if you're going to get one out of the ultimate, take out the strategist and take out the Luna Snow here.
Precisely.
Indiana Tech still looking for some value. Whoa! Nice dunk from P. Dougie there. LeBron on the field here, taking one more down. UTD does find the flip in the middle of that fight, though. Indiana Tech drawn off the point just a little bit and lost a couple members there, so they're going to have to get back in this fight. Raimi will have a Sonic Seduction before too long, but otherwise, though, not a ton of ultimates here. So, we've seen them fight a couple times under very low ultimates on this map already, and they've done pretty well. So, I wouldn't count them out even without a ton of ult advantage here.
No, absolutely not. It's 72 to, what is that, 25? I think they've got this. We're going to see them.
Yeah, plenty of breathing room.
To kneel. We love to see it. But the Invisible Woman pops her field in response. Awful.
Yeah, they at least managed to break through one support ult, so that's one less thing they got to worry about here. Kerbo dangerously close to another It's Jeff, and there's a couple more ults for Indiana Tech coming their way very soon.
It goes back to, I love when we do it, I hate when they do it. Oh!
Yeah, combo coming out here. Jonga on the ground with the sustain, letting the rest of the team engage while Sorapor hunts from above, or C-Report, excuse me, hunts from above there too. Keep two-piece on the Star-Lord and the flip back to Indiana Tech here. 80%, while UTD a little bit staggered here. They need a couple more picks. I wouldn't say they've guaranteed the point for themselves yet here, but if Kerbo can find maybe a 2K or a 3K somewhere in the back here of his last point, then maybe we're looking at an early day here as Indiana Tech 95% capture progress.
Ooh, strange portal into the back line here. Ooh, we're gonna see a retake from UTD.
Yeah, Indiana Tech been very aggressive this map. They've been pushed up a lot, and that can be kind of the drawback on domination.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Ooh. Unfortunate there.
Yeah, couple ults coming out for Indiana Tech. They do at least manage to stay in the fight here. Sonic Seduction from Raimi yet again here as UTD capture progress climbing very quickly, approaching a tie game at the very last here. UTD, as soon as they're getting ults, they're throwing them down. Invisible Boundary coming out for UTD now as well here. They do find a couple members of Indiana Tech sent back to the spawn room. Raimi extremely low behind the pillar there. Could not get away there, unfortunately.
Oh, you just hate to see it. We're gonna see a portal of our own coming in through here from Jonga. Oh, C-Report going down.
Yeah.
Oh,
last opportunity to hold it, and just didn't have the bodies to get on the point through the portal. So yeah, unfortunately, UTD map 1 going to them. 2-1 though, very, very close on all 3 points for both teams. So already map 5 potential pretty high for this series, I think.
Yeah, I concur completely. That was just what an amazing couple of rounds. Indiana Tech coming out really strong in that first round, almost completely wiping there for them to. Sorry, no. Yes, they did. They did very well in that first round, only to get boxed out in the last 2 for UTD to win the map.
Yeah, and the stats, as I always say, the stats will tell you a lot, and these stats are very close. Raimi with 36 elims and a penta KO in the middle of all that. 16 finals off all that as well, and then C-Report 26 elims and 11 finals. So, the members of Indiana Tech really doing their job. I really feel like that first map, just kind of a toss-up. Nobody's really playing poorly. Nobody's really making any big mistakes here. But there you can see we got the player cams too. The Flank Nito 5 live in action. It happens. Comic book stuff.
Sometimes there's an established name and you just don't have the members, quite the right amount of members. Okay, it's okay. They're beautiful down there in the bottom right. in the bottom left. Sorry for me. Where are they on my screen? I don't know. I'm having a.
I've got them on the right, at least.
I'm having a Mido moment from last night in my bottom right. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, interesting stuff from them. You know, they're running the. They did swap off. You know, they got some DPSs in there, but at first they were running the triple Vanguard, triple support. I don't see this comp a lot on domination, and I feel like it worked for them pretty well. I mean, their whole goal here, right, was to just grab the cap very early, then push up to the spawn doors every single time. And for a while there, that was really working. And once UTD kind of got the download and figured out, okay, this is the game here, that's when it kind of started to turn the other direction.
I really couldn't have said it better myself. As soon as UTD figured out that every single time that they gave them the space, Indiana Tech was going to take it, it was a super exploitable weakness. And I hope we don't see it be exploited again. I hope we don't see it come into play at all. I would like to see them hold on the entire time, onto the point the entire time. I'm being informed that our second map is going to be Clintar. And I love to see it. I'm excited to see the second map here. Do we know what game mode we're going to be playing?
I was going to say, we have 2 Clintars now. I imagine it's probably going to be Symbiotic Surface Convergence, maybe? I guess I don't 100% know if they can pick the same game mode before all of them have been played, so...
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with how, to tell you the truth, I'm unfamiliar with how the game mode is picked. It's going to be Symbiotic Surface.
Okay, nice.
This just in.
Direct to you, the OG Clintar coming your way next. Convergence action. So, we've got a little bit of combination here. You know, we have the static objective of domination, which Indiana Tech handled very well. They did not take the map, but all 3 points very close. But then we've got some movement here. You do have the convoy payload after you clear that static objective. So, a lot more kind of stop and start of the map. And Symbiotic Surface, I feel like there's some good defense opportunities. I've seen Indiana Tech do very well on some solid defense. They're very comfortable with that triple Vanguard, triple strategist. So I would not be surprised to see that come back.
I really wouldn't either. It's been working phenomenally for them this season. And we're going straight into picks and bans here. It looks like Indiana Tech will be banning first, and we're banning Daredevil. Interesting.
How could you? How could you?
I know, right? He's my favorite. I've gone on record saying that he is my favorite Marvel hero. I'll die on that hill. He's pretty cool.
I mean, you couldn't pick a better one. Mine too, so.
He's a lawyer. I mean, lawyers are just historically so cool. We're going to see a Jeff Protect as well. We know why that is. Curvo loves the Jeff.
Yeah, and a Hella ban too.
Hella
you know,
ban.
Phoenix suffered some nerfs coming into season 4.5, and now I've seen a lot more Hella, especially with the Namor team up.
Yes.
Lots of damage output there between those two. So the downside, that does kind of take up your whole DPS line, right? You're gonna play Hella Namor. They know what you're gonna be doing. But yeah, just taking out the Hella, you eliminate the team up and you take out a very, very solid duelist. So yeah, not a bad pick at all.
Yeah, precisely. Unfortunate that we've seen Mantis and an Adam Warlock ban here, though. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, the strategist.
Go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, the strategist band's still super common, very comfortable. Going after the healers.
He has Star-Lord Protect from Indiana Tech, and is that a Venom ban?
Yes, it is.
Interesting. We like our Venom, so I wonder what the thought process is there behind that. Do you have any insight?
Yeah,
Any recent changes to the meta?
Venom has stuck around for a while. He always is kind of somewhere middle of the road, at least, if not better.
Yeah.
I do see a lot of pros be running him, and UTD
Definitely.
is not going to ban a third hero. Okay.
Interesting. We saw Indiana Tech make that what we would later find out would be a mistake in one of their games. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. So I wonder if that's something similar going on with UTD. Just a misclick. Happens sometimes. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I have heard that if you get down to the last second or two of the ban lock-in, it can lock you out of actually banning. So a lot of times I see teams, usually they'll throw in the game chat like, hey, we were trying to ban this hero. And usually teams will respect that, which is nice to see.
Pretty nice. We can see the flank Nito 5 down in the bottom right here. Not many emotes this stream. We love it when they're lively, but we have no gushers. We have no no Jonga emotes. I mean, it's over. But I can't really blame them. They're all locked in. It's do or die. Everything's on the line, and I mean, who can blame them? As C report hits that yoinky sploinky. That's amazing. Wow.
Starts in 5, 4.
Yeah, gotta love the fun spawn room stuff. Takes the edge off a little bit, considering you know, again, this is the play-in match. Indiana Tech wins this thing, they go to the playoffs confirmed. So gotta be a lot of tension there.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, so, Symbiotic Surface, you see this a lot, taking the high ground right behind the enemy team when you're on attack. Very nice stuff from Indiana Tech. Very textbook Symbiotic Surface offense here from them. So now they've got the high ground. Going to be a scramble from UTD to get back in this thing.
Definitely some different portal shenanigans, but portal shenanigans nonetheless. Not a lot of progress here on either side as Remy pushes out onto the point.
Yeah, gotta play the neutral a little bit here. So not as explosive of a start, especially off of that high ground portal you see so often on Symbiotic Surface. They are maybe gonna pick up the first blood here. The Psylocke on UTD extremely low. I don't think they actually got KO'd, but looking to pop that rocket BRB for sure here.
Unfortunate that the Rocket Raccoon brings that Emma Stone right back, but it is what it is.
But nice, it's already out of the way. Indiana Tech building up their ults. Now there's no BRB, so now these are confirmed. And, you know, that spawn room, a very long walk for defense on this map. So every single KO here, huge. And we already see Indiana Tech 2 ticks, threatening to get 3 here with Twist throwing down the CYA amplifier as well.
Just a lot of stuff going on screen right now. Q City, as Bub would say.
Always gets hectic, but hey, Indiana Tech, very quick first capture there. Payload unlocked with almost 5 minutes in the bank here, and they're on the move once again. They're staying quite aggressive this map, maybe a little bit more than I'm used to seeing them.
Yeah, definitely. I concur. They are. I think I think it's do or die. I think everything's on the line, and I think that they know that. They're playing as aggressively as they can because they want, like you said, a quick day at the office. They want this over.
Yeah, absolutely. And pressure, the name of the game here for Indiana Tech. 4 ultimates online. Remy gonna let Psionic Seduction rip here to start off what may be a true full engagement here from Indiana Tech, trying to converge here onto UTD from that high ground. PW on that eye of Agamotto does find a couple of members of UTD. It looks like not a ton, but a couple stuns here and there. Not bad at all. Yeah. Not enough follow-up here to get the KOs, though, but able to at least push them out, pressure them some more, get some more room to keep pushing that halo.
We're gonna see a Jonga ult here and C report ulting to add to their sustain here. Oh, and he's getting dragged in by the enemy Emma Stone's Psionic Seduction. Unfortunate.
Yeah, tried to counter it with that with the Galactic Legend and just didn't get enough damage down. Hard to break through. Wow, but the dance of the Cutterflies coming out from UTD. Big hits onto Indiana Tech here, but gives them an opportunity. Hit the reset button, take a little breather here. They do have some time, still 3:15 on the clock here, and definitely need to build up some ults here. They don't have a ton of heroes that have particularly fast ult charge, so they're maybe going to have to take a backseat here for just a little bit until they've got some tools to engage with. Man, ults traded left and right here. I saw Kerbo went for the It's Jeff ult. Did not look like it found anybody here, though. A lot of whiffed ults from both sides, really. UTD throws down a Punisher ult and a CYA. Now Indiana Tech CYA. They've got an opening here to get some KOs, and KOs they will take. Taking down the Punisher on the side of UTD with that 40% rocket damage boost. Not a bad way to try and get yourself in a fight here. Rimey's going to have a Sonic Seduction ready in just a second as well. Maybe going to have to take out a Psylocke, though, because Dance of the Butterfly is coming back online.
So much going on screen. So many people popping their ult, so many people dropping like flies. Wow.
Yeah, very high damage, kind of high risk fights that can go either way. And in the blink of an eye, really, P. Dougie though on the Magneto, battling back to try and get Indiana Tech back in this thing here.
Yes.
Overhead meteor in for the Quadra KO there. 4-piece for P. Dougie there on the Magneto. So, wow, yeah, impressive stuff here. Nice reversal for Indiana Tech.
Huge reversal for Indiana Tech. I believe it was just P. Dougie and one of his supports there left over and held on tooth and nail till everybody else came back. Beautiful play.
Very high, kind of high risk, but high impact plays here from Indiana Tech. Very far up off that payload. They have no problem taking the leash off and just going after UTD here. They're finding KOs left and right there. Jaga on the Luna, finding one there as well. 3 ults online for UTD now, 2 for Indiana Tech, but Rimey will have that Psionic Seduction. The UTD going for the combo yet again. The final judgment into the CYA buff there, just trying to put some damage down. They'll at least find one of Indiana Tech here.
We're gonna see a big Kerbo ult here. Here we go.
Yeah, takes Cap and Punisher into the corner. Nice, taking him out of the fight at least.
Out of the fight at the very least, but out off the map and not out of the fight for very long. Now they are hawking him down, hunting him for sport. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, just not enough environmental hazards on symbiotic surface for the Jeff. So it's all about the delays. It's all about the disruption for Kerbo on those Jeff ults this time. Indiana Tech though, maybe for one of the first times on this map so far, gonna maybe have some ult economy advantage here. Rimey on that Sonic Seduction. There'll be a Meteor M somewhere coming out the sky here too. P. Dougie has been cooking on Magneto this game, finding one pick, and C-Rapport will find another one there, and Twist as well. All members of Indiana Tech picking up KOs left and right here. That is a Sonic Seduction shut down by the Master of Magnetism there. And C-Rapport yet another KO on the Star-Lord. Full reset for UTD as Indiana Tech trying to battle for that 230 refresh that they will finally score here.
Beautiful double from C-Rapport there. That was amazing. Textbook. You'll love to see it. We did see a switch from UTD here.
Yes, they do have a... Yeah, they did have Cat before. They've got Phoenix now. They've got an Invisible Woman now. So they are trying to change it up here. But Indiana Tech now on the move. And I think I said 230 refresh. Sorry, 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's going to be what they have here. Coming into checkpoint number 3 to try and close out the map. They yet again have swung an ult economy advantage their way. Maybe a 5 ultimate fight coming their way here. I think if they win this team fight, maybe not confirmed the cleared map yet, but they will get some serious progress here if they can take them down.
Big ult from C-Rapport here as we have 45 seconds left in the round. Whoa! Big rock, big meteor from PW. Awesome. Just an absolute slam dunk, as you would say, Diatonic.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's raining hell from above here is Indiana Tech's whole strategy. Galactic Legends, Meteor M's, all from the skies here, while the rest of the team cleans up on the ground. Still 3 ultimates online for Indiana Tech here as they keep on pushing, but about 20 seconds left to go. Coming down to the wire here on map number 2.
Let's see if they can tank this Psylocke ult, and they do. Excellent.
Yeah, absolute mess on our hands here. Ults flying left and right. If you got it, you might as well use it now. Kerbo with the Jeff ult does manage to take out one of UTD, and Raimi following up there to take out the Phoenix, and a double KO on that Emma as well, trying to keep things pushing here on the cusp of a map clear, and just maybe one more pick will do it, and that might do it to Captain America, and a triple KO for Raimi. Rhyme time yet again as they clear the map.
Score is 0.
Absolutely massive Captain America pick at the very end there. I'm sure that's what did it. I'm sure that's what was the factor that caused them to break and not bend, as you would say, Diatonic.
Oh yeah. I mean, solid defense from UTD there, but Indiana Tech finally getting the breakthrough they needed there, about halfway or so on the map. And once they took off with the payload, I mean, they were absolutely gone. No stopping this team as they close out the map. So very big chance that they can put up some defense and win a map and get on the board here.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that assessment. I don't have much more to say about it. Very great round from us going into the next round here.
Absolutely. A lot of things going their way here. They find a way to get through that defense. UTD, they may potentially have a Hawkeye coming into this map. You can never tell until the spawn doors really open for the attackers, but I have seen some people picking up Hawkeye. The ultimate does let you get out of a spawn hold, and Indiana Tech, they're not 100% committed to that because Singapore is still on the Star-Lord, but yeah, I mean, they're still at least going to bring 2 Vanguards and 3 Strats to the table here.
Thank you for switching back to the Star-Lord emote, producer. Very important.
See, we need the Venom twerk on stream, but we banned Venom, so can't get that this time, unfortunately.
It's over. Where is all of the content?
All right, after halftime now, swapping sides, UTD on the attack, Indiana Tech on defense here, cleared map, so UTD, at least out of this round, they can take it to extra rounds here, but no win in sight quite yet for UTD here on the move, but it's going to be P-Dougie picking up the first blood yet again, so that is a BRP Beacon saying goodbye for UTD to start things off, but somebody's sneaking up on the point there. Psylocke on the point, doing the ninja thing here, trying to get some capture progress going for UTD, but Indiana Tech, very, very snappy response. You'll love to see it.
You'll love to see it. There's Psylocke flanking on their flanking on their flank a little bit was what I was gonna say. Whoa. Okay, going straight into their back line and reporting right back out. Beautiful. Sorry, not Jonga. See your report.
Yeah, turtling up just a little bit here under the rocket beacon with that Meteor M overhead, and they do at least manage to take down the Punisher over here. Twist finishing him off on the rocket there. Jeff all coming out from Kerbo yet again here. I don't think it found anybody here, though. Quite a mess we've got on our hands here as well. 2:30 on the clock, so already a minute and 30 seconds shaved off of UTD's timer here. Indiana Tech still holding on. No capture progress for UTD yet. They've got 3 ultimates online as well. So right now, Indiana Tech holding a lot of cards, and UTD still trying to find an answer here.
Oh, double ult coming out.
Yeah. Nice combo. The Sonic Seduction with that Galactic Legends. Singapore finds one KO. Twist finds another on the rocket here. So aggro rocket so far here on the back half of Symbiotic Surface. Finding some more KOs here. The Sonic Seduction from UTD now this time trying to take control of Indiana Tech. Looks like maybe they only managed to get one mind control out of that. And Indiana Tech will take the Magneto down as well. So all value for Indiana Tech here as the clock keeps ticking away. A minute 30 to go. And Indiana Tech is mounting another alt economy advantage here. 3 of them and maybe a 4th when that rocket beacon is back up and ready to go here. So very quickly approaching maybe last fight or last couple of fight territory here.
Just doing anything that they can to hold on to this point, fighting tooth and nail. Typical warrior stuff. As we see the MS Snow ult come out here. A lot of ults coming out.
Yeah, really run on the bank here from UTD. They use a lot of ults and find really no value out of it here. It's all Indiana Tech yet again. I do see UTD swapping to the Squirrel Girl for some Siege Breaker here. Under 60 seconds to go, trying to find something to stick to the wall here, but nothing is getting past this Indiana Tech defense right now. Fate of both worlds from Indiana Tech yet again, so more sustain, letting them commit and push up a little bit here. Riley getting aggressive on the Emma, taking down yet another member of UTD here. 30 seconds left to go, and it is quite a walk up that hallway to get back into contention here. So UTD got to make a move fast or they are going to run out of time here.
Question is, what is that move going to be? They're lower here in the ult economy as our Rocket builds up towards his ult. And as our Emma Snow pops hers, Rhyme with the NC report. With another combo ult here, even though C report goes down, unfortunate.
Yeah, UTD finding a little bit of a breakthrough here. That Punisher ult coming in clutch for them. They do find a few KOs here, sending them back to the spawn room. They have not Strange portaled yet, though, so Singapore is going to take the reins of that one, potentially swapping over to the Strange. Going to be a very close, though. Third tick almost captured here. They are going to get that time refresh. 2:30 back on the clock for UTD, and payload unlocked here. So it just kind of went sideways there at the end. UTD found a pick or two, and it was just kind of an avalanche out from there. Nothing particularly stands out to me as like this was where it all kind of went wrong. It just seems like they ran out of steam at the very last. So very, very solid hold from Indiana Tech. They did a great job. They wasted away so much time here. So now UTD is fighting with just the time refresh.
Yeah, just very little resources on UTD's side here. The cards are in Indiana Tech's favor, but they've been in Indiana Tech's favor before in the series, and we haven't seen it pay off. So not saying that it won't, but just saying that it's any man's game, just like it always is.
Yeah, gotta confirm that win, especially in a game like Rivals. You cannot coast to the end here. So Indiana Tech, 2 ultimates holding on to. UTD's got a Sonic Seduction. They do find a couple of mind controls there, but do not turn it into the KOs there. Riley does get taken down, though. BRB Beacon to get him right back in the fight here. And on the ground, Jonga on that dance floor yet again. So just trying to commit to a fight here. They've UTD has walked this payload out a little bit, so now they're spawned a little bit further back. So picks here do change a lot onto UTD. They do manage to find the Groot. They just swapped into it and already back to the spawn room here. Still about 60 seconds left to go, but P Dougie there overhead yet again. 3K for that Magneto, and yet another Quadra KO here on map number 2. They do find the members of UTD, and look how far up Indiana Tech is pushed, almost back to the first checkpoint.
Amazing. Big P Dougie dunk coming straight from downtown. You'll love to see it. It's amazing. Visually stunning. Oh, some portal shenanigans, my favorite.
Yeah, ready for the portal here, Indiana Tech was. They got a Sonic Seduction, so you walk right out into the arms of Emma Frost there. They do manage to find C-Rapport, so that's going to be a couple picks on the Indiana Tech here. Going to need a reset, but 20 seconds on the clock here, so if they can get back into this fight swiftly enough here, they might be able to still contend this point. Again, UTD only about halfway to checkpoint number 2, so big potential for Indiana Tech to get right back in this fight.
Real unfortunate there. You guys know I can see chat.
Oh, yeah. All good. Well, hey, Indiana Tech, they do have a potential to get back in the fight here. We are under overtime. Still a lot of ground left to push for UTD here. They are closing in, but 2 ults ready to go for Indiana Tech. Rocket Beacon thrown down and shut down, unfortunately. Kerbo on the Jeff ult. Sharks in the water here, looking for something to try and get the ball rolling here for Indiana Tech. Just a few seconds of overtime left, so that they can tick this away. They will take the map and get on the board here. 1 pick for Indiana Tech, but it's a 1-for-1. Jonga taken down and back to the spawn once again here. Indiana Tech, though, still standing on this point. Rocket Raccoon there for the heals. Kerbo can heal on the Jeff as well here, but just not quite enough sustain. P Dougie shut down by the Luna on UTD, frozen in place. So no Eye of Agamotto coming out in this fight. It'll be UTD on the eye, and it will find C-Rapport. They will KO him as well.
I am literally biting my nails. I mean, that's not exactly or a joke or anything.
It is so close. I think that's less than 1 meter. It's hard to tell, but oh no, they do manage to get the time refresh. 1:30 back on the clock for UTD. A nail biter, literally nail biter defense for Indiana Tech. Just not quite enough here, so they're gonna have to run it back on this last run up to checkpoint 3.
I don't know how much more of this I can take, Diatonic. I really don't. Every single point
I'm sweating
is like
and I'm
this.
just watching. I mean,
Every single point is like this. It's always, it consistently is coming down to those nail biters. What is that noise? Is that the cart?
I think so. Yeah, it's some kind of symbiote go-kart or something. I don't know.
Symbiote ooze. Real glad producer switched away from that. Symbiote ASMR. I don't think any of the viewers at home wanted that tonight when they signed up to
I'm
watch
good.
Rivals.
I am way good on the ASMR. Hey, Indiana Techno, man, big opportunity here for a big fight. 30 seconds left to go here. Plenty of ults for Indiana Tech here. They've got 2 deadly ones, a Wombo combo ready to go for them. They've got a Galactic Legend and an Eye of Agamotto here. 20 seconds left to go, so one team fight will do it. This may be the opening they've been looking for here. UTD does have a Fate of Both Worlds, so if they can find the pick onto the Luna, they might be able to do it. Eye of Agamotto from UTD there, trading eyes here, an eye for an eye. 2 stuns on the Indiana Tech, but no value out of those. So dance floor on the floor here for Indiana Tech, trying to commit to this fight, going after the Doctor Strange on UTD. No support ults left for UTD, but 2 members of Indiana Tech fall. Jeff Rocket and all of the supports are down. That is going to be an Indiana Tech full wipe here.
Oh.
They do have probably one last opportunity to get back on this point, slowly kind of stagger spawned in if they can get to it, but it's only going to be the Rocket and the Jeff, just the Animal Crossing get up in time, and we are going to round 3.
Yeah.
Time to switch
Really,
things up and coordinate which
wow,
side
unfortunate. Hard to find the words for that.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I mean, a dead heat between these 2 teams. You know, I think they have the same record right now, maybe both 3-2. It's so close. The Indiana Tech does have a little bit of an advantage here. They both have 60 seconds on the clock. Both of them finished under overtime. But we saw when Indiana Tech was on offense, very, very quick payload unlock. So a lot faster than UTD. We saw them. They went into overtime on point number 1. So plenty of chances here for Indiana Tech to kind of repeat that, get something going on offense very quickly, and just slam the door shut here if they can get things going off the bat.
We hope that they can get something going off that. We can only hope
They'll be caught in 30
from here in our broadcaster's booth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely looking to get on the board, even up the score here. Do not want to have to complete the reverse sweep, but I've seen crazier. I mean, it's definitely possible.
We've seen crazier in these last couple of games. We saw Florida State do that exact thing against us, so could completely happen.
You have to stop them.
All right, doors open here. Round number 3 of Symbiotic Surface. Both teams completing the map on their first offensive run. So Indiana Tech back on offense yet again here to try and make something happen. 60 seconds to do it. Though, big potential here for this to be a draw as well. I've seen it happen recently on Hollow Djalia map I casted not too long ago, ended in a draw. So Indiana Tech obviously going to want to get aggressive and get on the move here, and that they are already trying to move up and taking the fight straight to UTD.
The start of these rounds are always just such deadlocks. They're completely, perfectly evenly matched until they aren't. What will be the first
all
domino
about
to
building the
fall
all
this time?
charge. Yeah, that is the question, and once the one falls, they all kind of tumble very quickly here. But Indiana Tech gonna stay aggressive here. CYA coming out straight away from the Rocket, trying to get Indiana Tech in this fight here. No first blood drawn yet on this round.
I am ready to put on a show.
I was praying for that Jeff ult. This is about the only part of this map that can be done on. I was praying we got to see it. Unfortunate. Yes! Big P Dougie dunk. The third of the game. You'll love to see it.
We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I feel like myself again.
Gotta stop that vehicle.
Warriors here just trying to push as far as they can during overtime. Big ult coming from C Report. Wow! A double KO, that's amazing. Rhyme with another double. You love to see it, 4 down. All the way back to the spawn room. That represents a ton of time and a ton of space for this cart to be pushed. An absolute ton of space for this cart to push as that's why they were getting a ton of space. They were preparing for some portal shenanigans. My absolute favorite as their Phoenix goes into their ult. And we get to see an eye come out. Will we see an eye for an eye? We won't because we don't have a strange. I don't know what I'm talking about. So much is happening. Psionic seduction.
From the Emma Frost ultimate. And they find almost every member of UTD still with 1 second of overtime left. That will be checkpoint number 5 for Indiana Tech coming in here as they do complete the ace and are still on the move with just a sliver of OT left to go.
I think we may have had some technical difficulties there, Diatonic. I wasn't able to hear you for the last couple of seconds, so I'm sorry if I was talking over you. I really apologize about that.
Oh no, it's okay. I couldn't hear you, so I think maybe we just lost. Maybe the call dropped.
Interesting.
Wow, this is insane offense from Indiana Tech here. They've had 1 second of overtime for like 5 minutes. It's like a movie timer here. They're still alive and still finding KOs for themselves. There are more ults coming out from Indiana Tech. Finally taken down Jonga by the Meteor M there. Just enough damage to get him back in the spawner here. But Indiana Tech might actually complete this map again with just 60 seconds on the clock at the start here. P. Dougie back overhead again with another Meteor M. They found their mark almost every single time. Not on that one, but Riley will find the Doctor Strange here, so they grab another KO here, but Indiana Tech running out of bodies, just the strategist left here, potentially the end of the offensive run, but man, what a run it is. 5 checkpoints and 78 meters for that 6th and final checkpoint.
This is what I'm talking about. Indiana Tech, they always just fight tooth and nail. They never get washed. They always have something to say about whatever is happening.
Yeah, I am stunned. I mean, that was some serious, again, just 60 seconds, just what the game gave them going into these extra rounds, and they did that much with it. You don't see that every day. So now plenty of breathing room for Indiana Tech. Of course, gotta stay locked in here. Don't want to just let them walk all over it. But again, Indiana Tech held UTD to that first checkpoint until overtime. So there is a very good chance here that they can close it out here as they swap sides one more time for round number 4 of Symbiotic Surface. Indiana Tech on defense for this one.
I cannot wait for this round. I am so excited. I don't even know what to say as a commentator because right now I'm completely 100% here as a fan. I'm just fangirling so hard. I'm so excited to see how this happens, to see how this shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, they're sticking to the same comp here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. UTD trying to stay versatile. They do have a Doctor Strange now. They're going to just open with the Strange here. So very good chance that they're going to Strange Portal in behind Indiana Tech here. But they are pushed up pretty aggressively. I don't know if they left somebody behind on the point to try and hold it. But there you go. Portal come out for UTD. And yeah, they are. Oh, they're going to drop it right over the top of the arena. So yeah, they're going to take the fight right down here.
We could have seen a very stealthy infiltration onto that point, but they chose not to. Interesting.
quite a gamble. I mean, talking about all-ins here, 30 seconds left to go for UTD here, but they do manage to get some damage down on C-Report. Clutch health pack pick up there for him, though, on the Star-Lord, so still alive here, but Raimi does go down by the hands of the enemy Luna here. One at a time, Indiana Tech going back to the spawn room here. Got to find a foothold here to hold them. 2 ticks of progress and ticking away here. Somebody got to get on that point and at least contest here for the time being. 3 members of Indiana Tech here. They just don't have the bodies to fight this one out. 5 seconds to go here for UTD, though. No time refreshes on extra rounds. So, not a disaster at all. Plenty of opportunity for Indiana Tech here. Just take a breather, regroup. They might be able to get some ults out of this here. They do have a Rocket CYA ready to go here. Gotta watch out for the Dance of the Butterflies, though. That thing is definitely going to come out as soon as it's online.
UTD went all out, all in, just like you said, and it certainly paid out. I mean, they got the cart. They have control of the cart, and they're pushing it. So, what more can you want to hold on to it? But that remains to be seen.
Very early Dance of the Butterflies there, and the Psylocke systematically demolished by Indiana Tech here. Singapore overhead looking to seal the deal here with a Galactic Legend. Does find 1 KO there just to try and keep the ball rolling. Spawns all of the ultimates from UTD. If they can play through this, then it should be over here. But that Punisher on UTD, absolutely brutal. Taking down 2 more of Indiana Tech, and their Luna again will find C-Report here. So maybe we might be looking at a very, very close checkpoint number 5 here for UTD as well. I cannot believe both teams under this low of an overtime timer have gotten this far on the map, but here we are, 78 meters left to go for UTD. Indiana Tech, 1 or 2 more opportunities to try and lock in a win here.
What a remarkable game. You do not see this every day. You don't see this at this level of competition, certainly. You don't see it even in casual quick play at all. Any level of play. This is amazing.
Wow, P. Dougie there opens things up with a big pick there, and they find the Groot as well. UTD drop in like flies there. Aya Nagamoto comes out. No KOs onto Indiana Tech, though, as it looks like maybe about 40 meters left to go for UTD to tie this thing up or surpass Indiana Tech, but there's nobody left on the point, and Indiana Tech on the board, and we've got a series 1-1 here after Symbiotic Surface.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm speechless. That was awesome. That was amazing. What a clutch.
And that's only map number 2. We have at least 2 more maps to play. I can't believe it.
I'm so hyped. We can see our warriors decompressing in there a little bit. Rightfully so. Let's look at our scoreboard here.
Wow, insane numbers. Rhyme 62 eliminations. Every map feels like rhyme time now, man. 27 final hits as well. And P. Dougie, the front line of Indiana Tech, putting in some work here. P. Dougie takes 23 finals as well off of a 4K somewhere along the line. And Singapore, 49 KOs overhead on that Star-Lord. Galactic Legend on cooldown, taking out UTD left and right. So stats pretty close here. Rhyme definitely kind of the outlier of this match for sure. But yeah, the stats definitely lean a little bit more Indiana Tech on that one, I feel.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That Rhyme gap is incredible. 62 eliminations. That's phenomenal. We love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the Indiana Tech we're used to. That's the Indiana Tech I've seen several times now in a couple different leagues, and especially what you'd expect of the night where winning the match means that they're in the playoffs. They'll punch their ticket here. So on the board and tied up now, at least. Yeah.
Do we have anything else to say before we send it out to a little intermission?
I'm ready for a break. I need to wipe the sweat a little bit.
We have been pedaled to the metal since we started. I would absolutely love to have a sip of my water.
get back to the show and we'll fly. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. Away.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Marvel Rivals. We're going into our next map, which I have heard from a little bird is going to be Spider Island. Do you have any thoughts about that, Diatonic? Any juicy nuggets of wisdom on Spider Island in the map?
Well, we saw Indiana Tech, so, convoy map, right? So a lot of times you see teams, not as much in season 4 and 4.5, but you see a lot of teams go for triple Vanguard, triple strategist on convoy. We saw Indiana Tech run that on domination on Hell's Heaven map 1. So
yes.
Maybe we might see that come back out here. They've been playing very aggressive. They're really trying to push for spawn here. So, I feel like that may be some of the strategy here going into map number 3.
And speaking of going into map number 3, we're going straight into picks and bans here. We can already see the classic Daredevil ban and Jeff Protect that we've seen in the last couple of rounds. But a newcomer, a Namor ban.
Yeah, very
back
smart.
To the Phoenix and Namor meta that you were talking about.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Very smart from Indiana Tech. UTD saving Hella. They're basically signaling we're going to go for the team up if you let us. Indiana Tech going to shut it down, take out the Namor. And I feel like that's one of the better situations. I mean, I don't love the Namor ban in general, but to stop the team up, I think is great. It would be nice if we could kill two birds with one stone and say, hey, we'll just ban Hella so you don't get her no matter what, and we don't have to use a ban on Namor, but at least they stopped the team up. But I do see we're going to get some Venom action this time. UTD going to save it here on map number 3.
Interesting. You do get to kind of stem some of that bleeding from that team up with the Namor ban, you're right. Oh, big Star-Lord ban. C Report is not going to like to see that, but he comes back with Winter Soldier. I'm not sure if we've seen that before. I'm not sure if we've seen C Report's Winter Soldier. We have?
I can't remember. I think
okay.
Somewhere along the line, I think I've seen it. But I do like, so Indiana Tech, of course, Kerbo gonna hop on the Jeff here. They will have Symbiote Shenanigans online. That team up between Jeff and Venom here, since UTD did save the Venom. I have seen PW play some Venom, so no surprise here. They're gonna take advantage of that one. So kind of a little bit of a nasty team here, especially on Indiana Tech on attack here first. So again, still not a bad situation to be in. Does unfortunately losing a couple things in the draft phase. Not as big of a win for Indiana Tech, but definitely not draft phase disaster. Not like I've seen on some maps before.
Also, I was just informed that we have seen C Report's Winter Soldier in about any CC week 1 or 2. So it's been a while, but more importantly, we're getting to see what I wanted to see, which is some sweet C Report Moon Knight. The moon is going to be haunting tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see. It always is.
Yeah, spooky moon inbound, and just in time for Halloween at the end of the week. But map number 3,
2 days.
Tied up here. Best of 5.
3 days.
Winner. Oh, yeah. Very, very soon.
Very soon.
Indiana Tech wins. They go to playoffs. So of course, anything they got in the tank, they're gonna try to utilize here. So no surprise, C Report over on the Moon Knight. I have seen him get some play, even on, and especially on offense on this map. I feel like Moon Knight works pretty well, considering UTD is running that spawn hold comp. They are gonna go triple Vanguard, triple strategist. Moon Knight definitely a solid counter, as well as the Storm too. So Indiana Tech going for the siege break. They are finding the breakthrough here already too. Payload on the move, and UTD cannot stop them for now here. So not a bad opening on offense for them at all.
Really did not seem like a spawn hold comp there with how Indiana Tech just steamrolled right through it.
Yeah, those two, they've got the whole Siege Breaker comp. They have the 3 heroes that I would always recommend you use to counter the Spawn Hold. They've got the Moon Knight, they've got the Squirrel Girl, they've got the Storm. They're already past halfway through to that first checkpoint with still 2:45 on the clock. So Spawn Hold effectively broken here. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten the word. No Spawn Hold here. It is already on the move. We're gonna get a checkpoint number 1 here very soon. Still 2:30 left to go. So solid opening on offense for Indiana.
I have to say it, that Venom skin is just kind of silly. The Phoenix Venom skin.
Oh, the bird one, yes.
Yes, the bird Venom skin, precisely. Just a little bit with the tail, I'm not a big fan of the tail. I'll just...
Now,
On the other
Is-
hand, big fan of that Venomized Rocket skin.
Yes, same here. As a Rocket player, same. And hey, Indiana Tech, I mean, wow, 4:30 on the clock now. They cleared checkpoint number 1. I mean, UTD, they played it smart. They went for the spawn hold, but the word was submission. The word I was looking for was submission hold, but no, broken through. And Indiana Tech, payload on the move here, already a quarter of the way to that second checkpoint. They've got 3 ults in the bank here as well. UTD probably going to muster just about the same. They're going to have a cracking impact here once they regroup and get back in the fight. But I gotta point it out here. There is a Jeff NATO potential online right now.
Very true. Very true.
They may not even need it though. P. Dougie can play Storm too. I'm learning now that he's a Storm player. Finding Winter Soldier on UTD. Back to the spawn room. 340 still, and they're still on the move. Almost uncontested here from checkpoint 1 to 2. Still 3 ults. They take down the hella. That's Singapore on the Moon Knight there, and that Moon going to be haunting here very soon as that's coming online. One of the fastest ult charges in the game. So you're going to see a lot of Khonshu involvement in this match, and they may not even need it here. They take down 1 and 2 of UTD. There's Singapore cooking on the Moon Knight here in the kitchen and ready to go on map number 3. Indiana Tech's got 5 ults, and they're going to use them here to break into that 3rd checkpoint already. As you can see there, Raimi back on Emma as well. Still not stopping the Emma going into this map despite some pretty devastating sonic subductions here. Checkpoint number 2 already secured. Back up to 4:30 on the clock. So Indiana Tech are on a roll here. Ult economy advantage yet again here for Indiana Tech. They have found themselves on the winning side of that part of the game very frequently on the last couple of maps here. They may have a Punisher ult ready to go here. Dance of the Butterfly is going to have to watch out for that. But Singapore on the move. He just used that fist or the haunted moon there right before checkpoint number 2, and it's already almost back up and ready to go here. So Storm coming down with an Omega Hurricane into the back line, chasing down the Punisher. We'll find that one. P. Dougie does, and taking down even more. 2K and still on the hunt there with the Jeff NATO fully online. Gonna stop at 2, but more than enough here for Indiana Tech to be at the front doorstep of UTD yet again, top of the palace, and looking to finish off Spider Irons with 3 minutes plus still in the bank.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful push from Indiana Tech, but we have seen this before. I hate to say it, I hate to be a negative Nancy here, but we've seen this play out exactly in this exact same way.
Yeah, we did see them clear the last map. Big difference here is that they have a lot of cash still in the bank here. 330 gonna be banked if there are some more rounds to go here. But Indiana Tech definitely got some momentum going. Confidence very, very high from this team. I do see some swaps here. P. Dougie over onto the Groot, so they are gonna go for a spawn hold here. UTD unsuccessful on that on the first half of Spider Islands here. But Indiana Tech, I have seen them run pretty similar comps like this very effectively. So they're going to look to just choke him out here on point number 1.
Very interesting. We'll have to see if it plays off. We get to see the one of my favorite team ups in the entire game that lets you ride Groot as Rocket Raccoon. Another very cool Venomized Groot skin here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is him. Yeah, and Indiana Tech, they've got, the Rocket Raccoon Jeff backline. A lot of people call that Animal Crossing, but they have Groot on the team too. So this is the whole Planet X Pals regalia here. They've got the whole team up online now.
4, 3, 2.
I just meant he could just be a Groot skin with teeth on him. I don't know if that's actually Venomized Groot.
I actually do think it is. If I'm remembering correctly, I do think that is a symbiote Groot skin. Either way, yeah.
Very cool either way. Very cool either way.
All right, so Indiana Tech gonna take a page out of UTD's book from their defense on the first half here. They are gonna go for triple Vanguard, triple strategist. So big front line and lots of heals in the back line there. It is a little bit of an aggressive flavor, right? They do have the Jeff and the Rocket there, so they're looking to put some damage down. It's not just about sustain. They're gonna stay aggressive here, but UTD, their Rocket hanging out in the back room there under the healing, just trying to put out some heals for UTD to get in the fight here. But so far, Indiana Tech pretty firm firm on this spawn hold here. UTD responding. They do go for the Wolverine, so decent Groot counter onto P. Dougie, so gonna have to watch out for some jumping Wolverine there, but it may not matter here. P. Dougie taking down the Black Panther there on the side of UTD. Already building some ults here. Gonna have it. It's Jeff, and UTD's Jeff looking pretty low there as that ult activation kicks in. But now Indiana Tech, they're gonna have potentially a 6th ult defense here. 2:45 still on the clock for UTD. Not quite halfway to the first checkpoint here, so definitely beefier defense coming out from Indiana Tech than UTD on the first half.
I was just about to say that they are faring a whole awful lot better in this very beginning section compared to UTD. Even when you think it's over, P. Dougie just sustains. I mean,
yeah, and even when he's taken down, the rocket beacon gets him right back into the fight here. So unfortunate, Jeff going to be walking it back from the spawn for Indiana Tech, but P. Dougie on that Groot right back in the fight there, playing some Fortnite with those Groot walls, of course, as you do here. Indiana Tech, though, putting some damage down, playing through ult after ult here. Sonic Seduction for UTD. Finally, though, UTD finding a little bit of a breakthrough, but for the most part, Indiana Tech have done their job here. Over half of the time has been wasted away for UTD. So now a minute 45 looking to try and finish off the rest of this push, though. I do see Sirapur there swapping to the Doctor Strange, so maybe they're going to portal here and contend. They do have plenty of space here, some serious breathing room, and now the difference coming into this fight is that UTD's payload is a few more steps away from spawn, so it's not as easy as I can just throw my body onto this point and get right back up and in the fight. Now they have a few steps to walk, so definitely going to favor Indiana Tech a little bit more depending on how they come into this fight.
yeah, I absolutely concur. And because this is the most absolutely vital thing to this current scenario, yes, that Groot skin is a symbiote skin.
Perfect. Okay, you were right. Yeah.
Because that's vital information, vital comms.
The people need to know. I mean, this is what we clear comms for sure.
In the middle of the team fight, yeah.
No kidding. And in the middle of a winning fight for Indiana Tech, too. They find 3 picks there at least. P. Dougie's going to pick up another on the Groot, and they've already pushed him right back to the spawn yet again with just 45 seconds on the clock. So danger here for UTD as they are going to get back up and walk right back into Indiana Tech with 3 ultimates and a Rocket Raccoon beacon ready to go. Ults all coming out. Singapore does throw down the Eye of Agamotto and finds a couple of stuns there, but taken down himself. Rimey will make it a 1-for-1 though, so not a ton of value lost, and Kerbo's got at least one on the Jeff. Oh no, a 2K for the Jeff there. So half of UTD offline here, 20 seconds left to go as UTD, they do have 4 ultimates here. They're gonna have definitely at least one last hurrah here on this map, but Indiana Tech looking strong here on defense.
They've got 3 ults to match. I think they've got a decent chance of fighting back here as our Groot goes down, unfortunate. Right back up. No, pardon me.
Yeah, Rocket BRB not online there, so that is a Groot walking back from spawn here, but still enough bodies on the board for Indiana Tech to at least hold until the rest of the team can get here. Another overtime. Now UTD has to play it close to the chest here, so still another quarter of this first checkpoint here to go. Both teams got 3 ultimates. I see the Jeff ult coming online, and right away out for UTD there. Shark in the water. Rocket CYA coming down from Indiana Tech here, trying to give them some sustain here to build their own ults here as I see an Eye of Agamotto almost ready to go. Invisible boundary down on the field as well. Overhead from UTD. Hella ults coming down, but it is in the middle. Oh, wow. Found through the invisible barrier there. Nice shot by the Hella on UTD. Almost single-handedly putting them back in the fight. Singapore's Eye does go down, does not find its mark. No healers online, so that will be an ace there for UTD, and they should get the time refresh here, but just 2 minutes and 30 seconds is all they're going to have to play with going forward here. So Indiana Tech, definitely take a step back, take a breath here. They're going to have 2 ults coming back into this fight, so lots of opportunities here to get in the fight. I do see Singapore back onto Winter Soldier now as well.
We love to see it. Very true. Indiana Tech does have the advantage in this ult economy. Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, they do have a big lead here. UTD, every single hero, 50% or less on ultimates here, and just a couple of decent fights for Indiana Tech will shave off that 230 they got on the first checkpoint refresh. Sonic Seduction down from Rhyme there, just 1 KO found in the midst of that, so not a ton of value, but at least something out of it for Indiana Tech here. Kerbo's got him, it's Jeff back online, ready to go. P-Dougie will have a Meteor him, I believe maybe his first one on this map here before too long, but battling back here, back on the point, 1/4 of the way, or maybe a little bit more than that for UTD to that second checkpoint here. But Indiana Tech, man, as fast as they go down, they are right back up and on the point. So a very particularly aggressive Indiana here tonight.
You cannot hurt me.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure to talk to our flank Nito 5 just a little bit, and they all agree that when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, Marvel Rivals is a resource management game. So any inch of value, any ounce of value that they can squeeze out of their abilities is valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. Alt management, the name of the game, and alt being managed by Indiana Tech here. Cracking impact from Singapore finds at least one. I do think maybe it's on. No, it is on cooldown, unfortunately. No reset there, but at least 1 KO. Lots of alts used. I think 3. I think that Sonic Seduction from Rhyme did get countered there, or frozen stun, something like that from UTD. That'll be back up here before too long here. But now UTD ripping all the alts here. I do see a Hawkeye ult coming out from UTD now as well, but not a lot of damage coming out of here. Too much sustain from Indiana Tech, and Kerbo on the Jeff ult yet again. A 2K there for the Land Shark, taking them down, clearing some space here for Indiana Tech. They do flip the payload back their way, and with just under 10 seconds to go here, and UTD not on the point. 2 seconds time ticking away. No ultimates for UTD. They make the touch. Overtime in effect, but how much can they do here? They are buying time for the team to get back while overtime ticks away. They are just trying to throw bodies at the payload now to keep this run alive. They run out of time. They run out of bodies. They run out of resources. Everything drained. I mean, a huge mountain to climb, a tall order for any team to go up against. Clearing the map as quickly as Indiana did, 3:30 still on the clock. It was going to be a brutal battle no matter what, but Singapore picks up the MVP here on map number 3. And now Indiana Tech on match point. 1 map win away from punching their ticket to NECC playoffs. Momentum in their favor here. It's like, you know, map 1, very, very close, but definitely UTD kind of in control there. And now everything is shifted the other direction back to Indiana Tech. They have that momentum, and look at the tail of the tape here, just in the 10s for UTD on those elims. Yet again, Singapore there, 33 elims with 19 finals. P-Dougie picking up 10 finals off of 27 elims, and Rhyme 35k damage block in a relatively short map, right? That first offensive run was so swift. So 35k, a pretty good number for how long they played out Spider Islands.
That was amazing. There at the end, we got to see some very cool alts from C Report, and that that pretty, admittedly pretty funny Kerbo alt that came out that made me snort. I'm not sure if you caught that. I think it's so funny that that's a valid competitive strategy. Here we go back. Oh no, sorry.
It was us.
Go back to us. Hey, we're back. Going back to us. Just so funny that that's a valid competitive strategy in this video game.
Yeah, and hey, I feel like I had some Doctor Strange kind of peer the 12 million possibilities. You know, I said probably triple Vanguard, triple Strategist. Indiana Tech plays it, and they hold them for, I think, maybe 2:30 or something until UTD finally got that breakthrough. So, I mean, hey, you see the team enough, you know, kind of what they want to go for. You get the vibe, you know.
Yeah. Any other closing thoughts on that beautiful round from Indiana Tech?
No, I mean, looking good. Team is hot right now, and 1 map went away from the playoffs. So, gonna have to disrupt that momentum, UTD is, if they want to get back in this fight. But hey, match point for Indiana Tech. So big stuff here. Looking forward to map number 4, potentially the last map of the night here. But I think that's all I got. I mean, it's going to be a tough one here at the end.
Alrighty, and I think with that, we're going to be sending it out to our intermission here in just one moment.
Now is the moment.
Hey, they screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is the moment.
One too many times, the shots that y'all are taking. One too many times that I've been stuck patient on my downfall. Antidote seeking while I was vacant, but the crown falls simply to those who try to take it. One shot to get two paid, and my three wet like lemonade. 4 times and I step back just to reload and I let it spray. This is everything that I need, everything that I wanted, everything that I bleed. This is victory and I got it, cause I'm
Now, waiting for the flag to fall.
waiting.
Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is the moment.
Right here, right now, right now.
Now, waiting for the curtain call. Here, now, this is the moment.
Hey, they screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears scattered. All that fake.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to what is this, map 3 of NECC Marvel Rivals tonight. This is going to be the next map coming up is map 4 of NECC Marvel Rivals. This is the next map is going to be Bird and T'Challa, and we're hyped to get into it. And get into it we shall. Right into picks and bans.
And right into banning Daredevil again. You monsters. You monsters.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, Burn and T'Challa, map number 4, and match point for Indiana Tech here. You know, domination map number 1 for this match. It was Hell's Heaven, and it was a close map 1. Indiana Tech took point number 1, and then, you know, UTD kind of battled back, grabbed those second 2 points. So this one is a little up in the air for me. Indiana Tech did kind of fall off on the end of that domination, so gonna have to battle back here, and they're gonna have to do it with no Jeff, unfortunately. UTD finally banning out that Jeff, trying to put a wrench in the works there, at least for Kerbo. So yeah, otherwise though, Emma Frost save for Raimi, makes sense to me. Mantis banned, of course, from UTD, gotta stop the damage boost, and the Mantis has been working out really well for Indiana so far. So,
but as a consequence, we get to see a... Did we not ban somebody?
There is a misban. You know, I have seen teams do this for just the aura, just to, you know, skip the ban and win the map. But, you know, a lot of times you see these teams, they'll say, hey, you know, we tried to ban this, you know, just don't pick it.
Interesting.
And most people go for it. But yeah, Indiana Tech gonna save the Adam Warlock here. So maybe gonna change up the strategy for domination here. Go for something with a lot more sustain. And yet again here, UTD taking the Hela on the save, signaling that Hela Namor team up. So we will ban out the Namor for Indiana Tech. And it's gonna be a Star-Lord ban as well. So definitely some more target bans from UTD. You know, the Mantis for Jonga, the Jeff for Kerbo, and then of course the Star-Lord for Searport as well. So, you know, they've learned over the course of this match, you know, what are the real threats here from Indiana Tech, at least.
Exactly. And I would like to point out, as my producer has pointed out to me, that with that Jeff ban, this stream has become 100% completely PETA compliant. No more shark abuse on this stream. It's a beautiful thing.
We don't count Rocket though?
It's like an edge case. Like,
yeah, fair enough.
I mean, like, he can talk and stuff. That's the...
Get ready.
My producers just informed me that Rocket's a human. That's actually comic lore. That's comic accurate.
The criteria is the talking. You know, Jeff just makes the noise, but Rocket, you know, fully talks. But yeah, not a raccoon. Don't let the name lie to you there. But already we are on the move here, man. Quick opening here. Indiana Tech in the fight already. Point not even unlocked. You know. Oh, excuse me. I realize now they're fighting in the weird back room of this map that always trips me up. So just kidding. Now the door's open.
Now they're just battling on the dance floor. That's all that's happening there. Some sweet Spider-Man moves to cheer up the lobby.
True.
I love that emote.
Yeah.
Geek.
Okay, so we've got a lot of Adam Warlock here now. So Adam saved by Indiana Tech, looking to change up the comp here, looking to change the strategy, going back into domination here. First blood going to go to UTD though. Searport caught out on the Winter Soldier to start things off here. So a bit slower for Indiana Tech. UTD very likely going to get that first cap here, but Indiana Tech, no doubt they're going to battle back here. Very gritty team and been extremely aggressive tonight here. No first cap for UTD quite yet here, as they do manage to take out the Atom, so he's going to use his self-res. That's already off the table for UTD.
You love to see the Jonga Adam Warlock, but as a consequence, I also have to watch the enemy team play Adam Warlock, and I hate watching that.
Yeah, almost feels like they were both kind of waiting for the opportunity to get Adam in here, and now, you know, he has arrived. Kerbo on the Rocket this time. Jeff banned out, unfortunately, for this map, but of course, Rocket BRB and the Adam Warlock self-res, so plenty of opportunities for this team to sustain. I mean, between the BRB and that Karmic Revival Ultimate, Indiana Tech going to be a very difficult team to truly ace here. So in the fight already, UTD did get that first cap here. Indiana Tech battling back. CYA coming down on the point, so they are going to commit to a fight here on point number 1, trying to get in there. They do manage to find the Hela at the very least, trading back and forth here. Just going to be a little bit of a 1-for-1. Ult economy advantage is going to UTD right now, so Indiana Tech trying to find some angles here just to build up some ult charge to try and retake this thing. Of course, the risk with that is using your ultimates to get the point. What do you do to defend it once you take it? But Indiana Tech, they are at least trying to take it first. They're gonna have at least 4 ultimates, maybe a 5th one if that Sonic Seduction charges fast enough. Meteor M does go up and then come right back down. No value on that one, unfortunately. Singapore picked off again as well from the enemy Adam Warlock here, and their Hela will also find Jonga here. So Karmic Revival taken off the table for this fight here. Rough start here on point number 1. 85% of the way captured for UTD. They've still got 3 ultimates as well, but Indiana Tech is going to come in with 4 and a CYA on the back burner. So we're about to see a very, very difficult to KO Indiana Tech here.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Can they do it? Can they win this one last team fight?
Yeah.
C report comes out with the again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tough situation here, trying to just retake. They're going to let the ults go here, but at a certain point, you just got to reel it in and say, hey, go next point. Save some of those ultimates here. Jonga, though, going to activate that Karmic Revival, so team does have reses online here. They are going to commit to trying to take this point here, but the team kind of beaten back here. Overtime ticking away. Sonic Seduction coming out from Raimi here on the side of Indiana Tech, just trying to get the ball rolling here. They do make a little bit of capture progress, so they're breaking through to some degree here, but I feel like they've emptied the bank here. It's going to be a full reset for both teams going into point number 2. There's the capture. UTD will have point number 1 here, but both teams, all ultimates going to be offline going into it. So we're going to be back to some neutral here as things start off. I don't know. I feel like, you know, there was a point where maybe Indiana Tech could have pulled out of the fight and said, just give them the point, take the 2 or 3 ults, and let's go next. But they really tried to get in the fight. So now going to be both teams pretty close in ult charges, though I will say UTD is probably going to have that Fate of Both Worlds ready to go very early on in this fight.
I absolutely agree. I was just about to say that Fate of Both Worlds is going to come out very soon in this next team fight, and it is going to be influential.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, so far, I mean, only 1 point in, still plenty of map left to be played. Want to see more value out of the Adam Warlock, right? The Karmic Revival came through, but just not a lot coming out of it. I mean, ideally, you want your Karmic Revival when you're already in control of the point, and your defense goes wrong, and you just reset and get everybody back in. But you know, I commend them for taking the fight all the way to the end here. So now, gonna have to take a little bit of a breather. Gonna have to look out for the Luna Snow, and maybe an Adam Warlock all from UTD as well here. So maybe Indiana Tech maybe want to take it a little bit slow to start with here until they can maybe find an angle or find some kind of pick here just to get the ball rolling.
This is futile. Looks like the mission area is
So UTD, they're going straight for the point here. First cap for them to start things off. They do not have it. Well, okay, not a lie. They do have that Fate of Both Worlds. Finally finishes charging here. Indiana Tech still looking for some ults, but so far UTD's point to take here. And they find P. Dougie as well. So Venom back to the spawn room here. They are going to need to just take a breather here, regroup fully. You know, UTD's got a lot of ultimates, so they're going to have to try to bait a couple of those out before they can really commit to something.
very true. And just like I predicted, that Fate of Both Worlds was very influential in that team fight. It definitely threw it into UTD's favor, just like I called. So, very unfortunate. You hate to see it go that way.
Yeah, they will get another chance here. 4 ultimates online, 2 almost at 90% here. So Indiana Tech may be coming into this with 6 ults. UTD does have 5. Both teams have an Adam Warlock ultimate, so we're in for a pretty long war of attrition here between these two teams as they're both trying to find some kind of breakthrough here. Indiana Tech, that Adam Warlock self-res does come out already. UTD going through the ults pretty quickly here. They are going to activate that Karmic Revival, maybe a little early here, but they will get a couple of reses out of it. Meanwhile, Indiana Tech finally going through their ultimates there. Singapore armed and dangerous there off the Kraken Impact, trying to put down some damage onto UTD and give them back off here. Maybe looking for their first flip in this matchup here on round number 4. They do manage to take down the Luna on Indiana Tech there. One down, CY MIA coming out from Rocket, though, trying to get that team back up and in the fight here. UTD, though, threatening to close this map out here and now. 95% of the way captured here as that Karmic Revival comes out from Indiana Tech. So last-ditch effort to try and flip this point in their direction. All of Indiana Tech is here. They do find Adam, but he's going to get right back up there. They need to dodge this Meteor M there. It does not look like the Magneto does find one, not off the Meteor M, but he does finish one of Indiana Tech off. Unfortunately, Bike Dominoes, one by one, they fall back to the spawn room here. UTD in control on domination. Burning T'Challa, a quick 2 points for UTD to take us all the way to map number 5.
Oh, you hate to see it. Again, just another example where I'm just speechless.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I mean, I know there were a couple of points there where I felt like Indiana Tech committed too much to some of these fights. They just couldn't really get the ball rolling. They were really looking for anything they could latch onto, throwing everything at the wall to see what stuck, and they just could not find it here. So at least in this series, domination definitely Achilles heel for Indiana Tech here. Both Dom maps dropped, but if I'm correct about the map pick rules, I do believe it will be Indiana Tech's map to pick unless it's randomized. But going into map number 5, if they do have that pick, that is going to be huge. They can pick something very comfortable to close out on. I mean, they've done very well on both Convoy and Convergence in this series. So, domination off the table for the last map, I'm sure. But, it all comes down to this. I mean, this is the last chance for both of these teams here.
Yeah, that's very true. This whole series has been for all the marbles. This is truly for all the marbles. This is where it peaks. This is where everything is truly on the line. This last round is it. After this, it's lights for one of these teams.
Yeah, and it's hard to pinpoint, but I just feel like it's one of those kind of momentum shift things where Indiana couldn't find it early on. They got a little desperate at the end of point 1, and it felt like they were just trying to play catch up for a lot of that map and just couldn't find the angle, couldn't find what they needed to get things going. So reset here, go into a new map, kind of brush it off. We're not out of this yet. We have one more map left to go, so plenty of opportunity to get back in there and dig in. Again, the question is, what is map number 5? Again, Indiana Tech played very well on Convergence and Convoy, so good chance that even if they don't get a pick map number 5, it could be something very comfortable for them. So that's what you want to see in this kind of situation when you're trying to battle back on the last map.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with that statement, we're going to move it on to our intermission.
One too many times, the shots that y'all are taking. One too many times that I've been stuck patient on my downfall. Antidote seeking while I was vacant, but the crown falls simply to those who try to take it. One shot to get 2 paid, and my 3 wet like lemonade. 4 times and I step back just to reload and I let it spray. This is everything that I need, everything that I wanted, everything that I bleed. This is victory and I got it, cause I'm
here now, waiting for the flag to fall.
waiting.
Here
moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but I'm my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is the moment.
One too many times, the shots that y'all are taking. One too many times that I've been stuck patient on my downfall. Antidote seeking while I was vacant, but the crown falls simply to those who try to take it. One shot to get two paid and my three wet like lemonade. 4 times and I step back just to reload and I let it spray. This is everything that I need, everything that I wanted, everything that I bleed. This is victory and I got it, cause I'm
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall.
waiting.
Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is the moment.
right here, right now.
Now, waiting for the curtain call. Here, now, this is the moment.
Hey, they screaming, this is my moment, my fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but I'm my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to NECC Marvel Rivals. This is round 5. I got it right this time. And the next round is going to be the next map, is going to be Hall of Dajalia, which is a convoy map. Diatonic, do you have anything to say about that? Any comments on the meta of this map?
Yeah, I mean, Hall of Dajalia is really kind of the pick of the pros here. This is a map that's counterpicked so often in competitive rivals, so no shock to see it here. And, Indiana Tech, not surprised they went for, and I don't know, again, how the game mode pick rules work, but no surprise they're going to go to Convoy, a game mode they had a lot of success with earlier in the night here. So we're going for the throat this band phase here. UTD taking out the Jeff right away. Of course, this is the decider map here. Indiana Tech wins this map, and they punch their ticket to playoffs here. So they are ready to lock and load here. Gonna take the Star-Lord save to make sure that C-Report gets access to him this time. But they are gonna go for the Luna ban here. So they will take that away from themselves. These are MRC style bans. But UTD once again gonna save Hella and ban away Dronga's Mantis. So no Mantis coming into this matchup.
Hate to see it, but I do like to see Jonga on Adam Warlock, so I'm assuming that's what we're going to see in response. So it's not all bad.
Yeah.
You take the good with the bad.
Oh, wow. Okay, so big plays here for UTD in the draft phase. They are going to save both Hella and Namor, so they are definitely going to go for this team up. They've been trying to do it on the last couple maps. We've seen them saving that Hella on the draft phase pretty often, but that does leave Indiana Tech open to get a couple of their own picks here. They are going to get Rocket back up and running here, so they will have access to that. I do believe that Rocket and Star-Lord have the Rocket Network team up now, so Star-Lord should get a teleport pad that he can drop somewhere on the map and teleport to from anywhere. So maybe gonna look for a quick recontest from the Star-Lord here, and they're gonna close out on the Venom ban for the last one of the series here.
Interesting.
I feel like he's not bad here. I feel like Venom can get you back into the fight pretty quickly, and if they're not going to use him, then I can see taking him away. Finally, UTD banning away the Emma. So again, UTD really strong target bans here, going after some of the key pieces of that Indiana Tech squad here. So picks and bans all done. Last draft phase of this series here. And yeah, again, I feel like Indiana Tech, they lost a couple of things here and there, but the Star-Lord save is really nice here. The Rocket will come in clutch as well here. So I haven't seen UTD play Star-Lord on any of the maps that he's been open. So I feel like it's a pretty safe save. It's almost one-sided for Indiana Tech. All right, Hall of Dajalia. Convoy, the decider for this series here. Of course, can never be too sure what these teams are going to run right off the bat here, but I do see that Kerbo is on Penny. There's a trick here in the spawn room on Hall of Dajalia with Penny Parker. You can shoot the arachno mines up through the ceiling and out into the path of the defenders as they're walking, so occasionally you see a really early KO before the doors have even opened.
Interesting. I did not know about that.
No such place. I don't think they actually shot any over, but no KOs there to start things off. But it is going to be a portal this time from Raimi. I do see the Namor from UTD there, getting a little cheeky, out of position a little bit there. Risky play there, but he escapes somewhere to the rest of his team. Now it's Raimi on the high ground with the Doctor Strange, and some of the team is going to follow him through that portal there for some harassment from the high ground here. Just looking to prepare themselves for an actual fight here. Maybe a pincer if half of Indiana Tech wants to split off and go the normal way, but Raimi takes it to the ground here, and already we are going to start fighting on checkpoint number 1. I was wrong. It's convergence. C words are confusing here, but Hall of Dajalia, definitely a big convergence pick for competitive players.
And now, honestly, that I've seen the map, I am very familiar with this map. I just did not know it was called Hall of Dajalia off the top of my head.
Yeah, this map can be pretty infamous for draws here. This first checkpoint can be pretty tough for attacking teams to really clear. So, I have seen it happen before on Hall of Dajalia. Not the most common thing, but, if there's going to be a map that ends in a draw, it could potentially be this one here. So, I don't believe we've seen a first KO yet from either side. Indiana Tech definitely working on those ult charges. Rocket, CYA almost ready to go, but UTD not that far behind either. So both teams pretty close in the ult race. Both teams going to activate support ults right out the gate here. Raimi throwing down a big eye of Agamotto. They'll find 3, and they'll follow it up there. 3K for the Doctor Strange for the side of Indiana Tech here. Big opening fight for Indiana to start getting some progress going here. They might also be able to find a Namor as well. Freedom charge from their Captain America here. Gonna delay things just a little bit, but Indiana Tech fighting hard for this first tick of progress here.
Yeah, man, they are just slugging it out. Portal comes through, and the rest of the reinforcements for UTD do as well.
Yeah, no surprise there. It's a far distance for defense here. And yeah, coming right through the portal, cavalry arrives. Battling back UTD here to take control. So no tick confirmation from Indiana Tech yet. 140 still on the clock here. Still an opportunity for them to get back in the fight here as the team refreshes. Now UTD, no ultimates. Indiana Tech, they've got Galactic Legend, they've got a Meteor M, and they've got an Invisible Boundary. So plenty of opportunity for them to dig some heals in and get some actual brawling going here.
Very true. Gonna see that Galactic Legend come out. Ooh, and we're...
Ooh, the Doctor Strange going up into the skies after C-Report, but can't quite confirm it there. Taken down out the skies is the Master of Mysticism. Yeah, very, very, very tight battle between those two. Just 60 seconds left to go, though. Indiana Tech still looking for a tick of progress here to open things up. So a slow start here. They're back up to 3 ultimates yet again, finding themselves in the lead there. 4 of them, and one of them is going to be that Meteor in there from P. Dougie. Going to crash down. Does find some damage, but it is under that invisible boundary, so not gonna get the KO, no.
I love seeing Dougie dunks, and I hate when they don't pay off.
Yeah, and it tends to happen. You see, if there's going to be an ult that whiffs, it's definitely a Meteor M. It does happen, and sometimes it's about the pressure of Meteor M just being active on the board. In this case, you know, you wish you'd seen a KO here. There's the Aya Nagamoto coming out, though, from Indiana Tech here. They do find a stun, trying to follow up with that CYA, keeping UTD on life support here, just keeping him healed up. They can't quite find the breakthrough here, but we did see last time UTD made a very long push on convergence under overtime, so Indiana Tech gonna be looking to do the same here. They don't have any ultimates online, but the team is all standing, at least for now, under the Angela ult. They do survive Heaven's Fall here, and still fighting for some position here on point number 1.
Just slugging it out. Fighting for every single inch of ground and just to get that confirmed as best as they can.
Yeah, just quickly running out of ground to stand on here. They've got an invisible boundary up, but how long can it last? 1 second of overtime left. It ticks away. No progress here. A tall order for defense as we swap sides, and Indiana Tech swaps to defense.
That's what that win was for, was that just seeing that the overtime counter decreased, just that little itty bitty sliver of yellow bar there. Horrible to watch.
Yeah, very tough break here on map number 5. No progress made on that first checkpoint here, so Indiana Tech has a Herculean task ahead of them. I feel that the draft phase may have hurt them more than I may have anticipated here, as they're just not able to find their footing here so far. Again, now resetting here, we're going to be swapping sides. UTD onto attack here. Indiana Tech, they're making a couple swaps here. Singapore staying on the Star-Lord, so they're not going full spawn hold here. PW over onto, oh no, he swapped off the Hulk very quickly there. I saw Bruce Banner, but no, gonna stick with that Magneto. Raimi over onto Cap as well, so they are trying to change things up here. They're gonna bring Cloak and Dagger to the fight here too, so looking to change things up, but it is gonna be it is a very, very tall order here. I will be 100% honest. It's a lot to ask for defense, but if there's gonna be a map where you hold at 0%, Hall of Dushalia is the one to do it on.
Just have to see how it goes. You know, everybody at home has their fingers crossed, like we do, and we're just gonna have to see how it goes.
Yeah, very, very small amount of a ledge to stand on here for Indiana Tech. Just under 1 tick of progress. It goes off of the highest progress they were able to make. So 1 tick is what UTD is going to have to close out here. Full reset on ult economy, of course, so nobody has ultimates. UTD is just going to walk it to the point, though. They are aggressive right out the gate here, and they do find the Cloak and Dagger here. Rocket BRB also gets popped here for both sides right off the bat. So Indiana Tech, 1 support walking it back, and now the Rocket goes down falling too early in this fight here. UTD pressuring hard, and that is all she wrote. A heartbreaker here on Hall of Dushalia at the very, very end.
What a heartbreaking loss. That was even worse than the loss against Florida. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
To watch.
a very, very hard fought battle, but just ran out of time, ran out of space to stand on there. Battling back in the middle of that series, Indiana Tech put up a fight here, but UTD able to come back, taking that first map, gave them just enough leg up to close it out at the very end at a low scoring map on both sides, of course. No real progress from Indiana Tech and a very quick closer from UTD. So, yeah, I mean, we both said it already, but just absolutely heartbreaking here to close things out between these two. So no playoff confirmation just yet for Indiana here, but a hard-fought series for them nonetheless.
Nonetheless. Anything else to say on it? I really have no comments. Just absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough to watch, especially at the end. They really put in a lot of effort there to turn things around from the start, and then just kind of ran out of steam at the end. I mean, it is a heartbreaker. No playoff punch just yet, but it is a lot of times it is those heartbreaks that make the success so satisfying. And sometimes you get to a point where you just need that little extra bit of inspiration, and maybe the loss here tonight will help light the fire enough to get them over the hill there into playoffs. So I think there's one more week of regular season left, so they've got one chance here to battle it back, but just was not their night tonight, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. I think that's all we have for tonight. I don't believe that we're moving on to an interview after this. So with that, I think we're going to be closing off our streams for the night. We're very glad to have you. Do we know what we're having on tomorrow night? Rocket League. We'll be back tomorrow night with Rocket League. And we'd be glad to see you, just as you're glad to see us. See you guys.